What is up, my guys, my girls, my dudes? It's your boy, Flipcakey here, and we are now in week 3 of the HDL. And this week, we are taking on Clay, also known as Mayor Okada. You can check his Twitter and his Twitch down in the description below. Might even flash it on screen right now. You can see week 3 team we got queued up here. The Carolina Mews roster is currently Ditto, Incineroar, Durant, Mantine, Hitmonchan, Appleton, Snom, which is a randomized Mega every week. And as you can see, this week he got Mega Steelix, Zapdos, Mamoswine, Slurpuff, and Uxie. He is 2-0, and we are 2-0. This is vicariously the match of the week. Sadly, 2 people have dropped out of the league. Blaze of the Tallahassee Tyrantrums. We have not battled Blaze this season. We didn't battle Blaze yet, but sadly they have dropped out. And also Sev of the Quick Claw Strays, our week 1 battle, has dropped out. So once we would be queued up to battle Blaze, whatever that week is, we will get a 3-0 win. The mons that we have will not get awarded any kills. However, we will get it for differential purposes, and I will have a bye that week. So something else will go out that week, as well as whatever I decide to upload during the week. But without further ado, we will get into the prep. Now, the biggest part you can see is that Clay has a Ditto. And because Clay has a Ditto, this team builder will be somewhat long. So definitely, if you do not want to sit through all of it, skip to the time that I flashed on the screen earlier. It's also in the description where the battle just starts. So you don't have to sit through all this, but some people like the building part, and I put the building part at the beginning because it's weird if it's at the end, and making a whole separate video, it's just not the best idea. So we're bringing Urshifu, Corviknight, Jolteon. We've brought those 3 every week, but we are now bringing our Mega Slowbro. We are bringing Rapidash Galar, and we are bringing Darmanitan. So we're going to start off with Urshifu. Now there's an important relationship here with Ditto. If Ditto copies Armand, Ditto will always be Choice Scarf. There's no reason to put any other item on Ditto. Ditto will be Scarfed. Ditto will copy your Mon with Imposter, and then you have your own Mon. So your own Mon needs to be able to kill itself if it is chipped, or just straight up off of a speed tie, or it needs to kill another Mon in your team. So we have a 6 Mon, basically flowchart of who kills who. Urshifu, with this spread, will reliably outspeed Jolteon. Somehow, you'll see. Jolteon outspeeds and kills Slowbro, which does not outspeed but tanks a hit and kills Darmanitan, which obviously kills Corviknight, which will kill Rapidash, which will kill Urshifu. There you go. Some are also able to kill themselves in certain scenarios, but we will get to that. Urshifu is Choice Scarfed with U-Turn, Wicked Blow, Iron Head, and Close Combat. U-Turn for obvious pivot. Wicked Blow because it's Wicked Blow. Also kills our own Slowbro. But Wicked Blow is just Wicked Blow. You never don't run it on Urshifu. Iron Head kills our Rapidash that we outspeed. We have 160 with Scarf. You can see here, we're at 297. Rapidash is at 298. We do not kill our own Rapidash. But that is an Urshifu's job. Just in case, we kill it. But we won't need to. But Urshifu, Iron Head is mainly for Slurpuff. It does damage to Mamo if we're Scarfed into it. It chips a bunch of things decent. I probably won't click Iron Head much. Also, if we need Panic Flinches, we have it. So, okay. Now the music. Max attack. We need a Jolly to guarantee outspeed the Jolteon and the Rapidash, or just to outspeed the Jolteon, and just other things on his team that will be Scarfed and most likely Jolly, and we just threw the rest in the HP, because this will still kill our Urshifu even if it is max HP. I calced it, we're good. Urshifu is also just here to do damage even if that's killing our own Mons. Urshifu's just Urshifu. We all know what Urshifu does at this point. Next up we have Forsaken Roof the Corviknight. One attacking move in that is Iron Head. For our own Rapidash. Iron Head will do roughly 70% to our own Rapidash, and our own Rapidash obviously cannot hit it back. It has Player of High Horsepower, Mega Horn, and Wild Charge. It has Wild Charge to hit it back, but that's nothing to a Corviknight. So, and it also has Rocky Helmet. I think it's a roll for Iron Head plus Rocky Helmet to kill Iron. I think it's a roll. I could be wrong, but it might be a roll. But still, we have Rocky Helmet. Ditto has no form of reliable recovery except imposturing our own Corviknight and using Roost. That is the only form of recovery it has. So if it's in as Rapidash, throwing around moves with its Scarf, or in as Urshifu throwing around Wicked Blows, I just switch in as a Rocky Helmet, and I trip it. That's it. It can't do anything to that, because then it can't imposter me. It's Urshifu already. I know it sounds like there's a lot of prep for Ditto, but you kind of have to. There's other things that are threats that are accounted for, but mostly we were thinking about Ditto this week. This thing also basically walls Hitmontop. This thing will sit on Mamoswine for a decent amount. If it doesn't have a good rock move, it just sits on Appleton, but it has Defog and Taunt. Defog for if he runs rocks or if he runs webs, which he can do both because he has reliable rockers in Steelix and Mamoswine, and he has Slurpuff as a Webber. This thing also just does big damage to Slurpuff. Straight up. Slurpuff can be scary in the right situations. It also just kind of, it'll just chip everything on his team. Again, flinches, we just need an attacking move. This thing just is in here to just roost on things, hand out chip with Rocky Helmet. If this thing gets knocked off, it's kind of a problem. It kind of becomes fodder, but we need it to kill our own Rapidash as well. So it's just kind of here. I don't know how much work this thing is going to do, but it's what it's here to do. Next up, we have Delmonte the Jolteon. This is the first crazy set of the week. We have two. We have Jolteon and we have Darmanitan. Now, Jolteon is Quick Feet Flame Orb with no speed investment whatsoever. Max Spadef Calm Nature. Okay? We needed a special defensive wall, so we have Jolteon. Jolteon is a good Spadef wall. This thing will sit on Zapdos and just fire off Thunderbolts. This thing can obviously deck Mantine. This thing will do decent against Uxie. This thing will do well against Special Appleton. So we're just going to sit on with Spadef. But the main point is the Flame Orb Quick Feet. Now, if Ditto copies this, Ditto has a Scarf. I have a Flame Orb. Ditto cannot change its moves, but I can. I can Toxic it, then start Shadow Balling. And also, the more important thing is if Jolteon is in and is about to go for an obvious Volt Switch, and he doesn't have Mamoswine to switch into it, or he doesn't have Steelix to switch it on, if he thinks, oh, I can switch in Ditto and get Volt Absorb and heal my Ditto, because he's going to Volt Switch right now, because I get the Imposter, doesn't, because he's going to Imposter my Jolteon, and the Ditto's going to be Quick Feet. So it's not going to get absorbed. The Ditto's going to get hit. It's going to be stuck as a Jolteon with a poor moveset. And I get Urshifu in for free. Because Urshifu is Scarf with 297 speed. So it will outspeed a Flame Orb Quick Feet Jolteon. And then I just get a free Wicked Blow off on anything on his team. For free. That's the best case scenario that our own Jolteon allows to happen. Other than that, Flame Orb Quick Feet is good. I'm just faster than everything. I'm guaranteed faster than basically everything on his team. Except Scarf Durant with a bunch of speed investment. I'm pretty sure. Other than that, we're faster than basically everything that can logically be faster than this. We have Toxic for just chip on everything. We have Thunderbolt for just good electric move coverage. And Shadow Ball, we have a lot of special attack in. I think that's to Tuco Zapdos, or that's to Oko Mantine if it's max HP, I think. The special attack's there for a reason. I forget what calc it is, but it's there for a reason. I usually just keep them there for that reason, for that calc, because I can just throw the rest in the HP. That's basically what it is. But that's the first interesting set. Thickums the Slowbro. It's kind of just a standard Slowbro. The spread looks weird because it's sassy with no Spadef investment. It already has enough defense. It has enough special attack to, I think, have a chance to Oko or Darm. And then do work against Steelix. It's also Future Sight. So it has the ability to just throw Future Sights out. Now, the good thing about Future Sight against his team is he has one Dark type. And that Dark type is Incineroar. So if I have the Future Sight out, something has to get hit by it. Because if he switches Incineroar in, Slowbro just stays in and gets a free Scald on that Incineroar. So he basically just throws Incineroar away if he does that. Teleport to just regenerate her around. I basically have a Slowbro until I decide to not have a just normal regenerator Slowbro anymore with the item. I basically get to bring 3 tier 1s. So that's why I liked Slowbro or Mega Slowbro. And then once I evolve into Mega Slowbro, that's when his team is very chipped. He have no way of killing it, and I can just Scald and Toxic and Future Sight everything on his team. That's basically what happens. I have defensive investment. I just wanted to even out the Spadef a little bit, so I gave him a little bit of Spadef investment just by giving him Sassy. We were minus speed because we want negative priority on the teleport, so the teleport actually does things. Pretty standard moves for Slowbro. Just the spread's a little weird, but other than that, pretty standard. No Calm Mind. That's for another week. Danebo Rash, Galarian Rapidash. Adamant, 208 speed with Scarf. We want as much damage as we can. This is a damage dealer if this is not meaning to kill Urshifu. This is a mon that is meant to come in and kill something immediately. It's Scarf. It's offensive Scarf. It's max attack Adamant Scarf. This thing wild charges Mantine. This thing high horsepowers Incineroar. This thing play roughs Zapdos. High horsepowers Helix. Play roughs that. It hits everything on his team for big damage and on very good coverage. It also kills our own Urshifu because we outspeed it with Scarf. It also kills our Darmanitan. It also kills our own Jolteon because we outspeed it. This thing kills 3 of our own mons. It also does work against Corv. This is something that if something like shit's hitting the fan and Ditto copied something that the thing that's meant to kill it's dead, this thing has a chance of killing it still, which is very good. Pastel Veil keeps me from getting poisoned. Its abilities are not that good. I have Pastel Veil and Anticipation to choose from. Cool. This thing is also neutral to dark. And losing my Scarf isn't the end of the world because it's still pretty fast. I outspeed everything on his team naturally. If my Scarf gets knocked off, which is fine. I'm not max speed, but I should be able to outspeed everything that's not Scarfed, even if it gets knocked off. And then I get to change moves. And then the rest I just threw HP because that's what I do. This thing's just kind of there. It might get a kill. I hope if this thing doesn't get at least 1 kill, I probably lost. So this thing needs to actually put in work. This was a week it could have been utilized, so we're going to bring it. And then we have my favorite set, Burnt Toast, the Shuckaberry Darmanitan. As you can see, that attack stat is horridly huge. And we have barely any speed invested. Yes, his team is actually kind of slow. We outspeed a decent amount of his team that won't invest in things. It's just we outspeed a decent amount of it. And we can tank some hits because we are 228 HP. Here's the situation. Darmanitan is in. I want to fire off a Flare Blitz. Well, okay. My Darmanitan lives an Earthquake from a Dittoed Darmanitan with Shuckaberry, and then kills back with my own Earthquake. I have enough HP on this Darmanitan with Shuckaberry to still live my own Earthquake, but enough to die without it. That was a lot of experimentation in the calc machine. But I will die without a Shuckaberry, but I will live with one. Mamoswine, I will die without it, but live with it if that Mamoswine is not banded. And then I can kill it back with Flare Blitz. Maybe kill myself. But I will live a Mamoswine Earthquake and kill it back. I will live a Mega Steelix Earthquake and do big damage back with Earthquake. Shuckaberry is shockingly useful on this. Because I'm at like 80% on Steelix. He thinks he can get one over on me. Oh, sorry, I'm staying in. I'm just going to Earthquake you. And then my Shuckaberry brings me down to 20%, 15% maybe, because I lived. And then I just click Endeavor, and he's down to 15. He kills me back, and then I just bring this in to revenge kill something. I bring this in to revenge kill something. This thing sets up opportunities while also dishing out huge damage. If I see an opportunity's not there, I just U-turn out into one of my Scarfers. It's a very weak set, but if it works, I will be very, very happy. This is one of the, like, I have not brought much tech, but that's the tech. That's some tech. With the and my like these speed tiers are tech, and then the Chocoberry some tech. So I'm excited for this week. I prepped a lot for Ditto, as you can tell, but that's what you have to do if you're playing someone with Ditto. You have to prep for Ditto, or you're gonna be in for a bad time. I hope I don't get swept by like nasty plot Yuxi, because that would suck. But I have Wicked Blow for that. There's like his team has sweeping potential. It can be scary. He won week 1 with Belly Drum Slurpuff, and he won last week just solidly playing. So this is definitely the game of the week. This is basically for first place if one of us wins handily. So this should be interesting, and this loss might look, or might start to seem important later on in the season, since we were both. He got a win against Blaze last week, just straight up, or that was week 1 with the Slurpuff, and I will be getting a week against them later on. So that's 2 more free wins. So we shall see, but this battle should be entertaining. But without further ado, after this long-ass team builder, let's get into the battle. Alright, we are here, we are ready. The battle is here, and thank fucking God he brought Ditto. Thank fucking God he brought Ditto. No Zapdos, which is actually pretty decent for us. No Mamoswine, which is also good for us. No Durant. He brought a lot of things I was scared of, if I'm being honest. So the fact that he didn't bring a lot of the stuff I was scared of is good. No Appleton. Appleton was a little bit of a random thing. No Yuxi. So he brought Steelix, Incineroar, Slurpuff, Mantine, Ditto, Hitmontop. Interesting. Now the question is, who do we lead with? That seems to be the issue here. Who we're going to lead with. Who do I like? I like just Scarf Urshifu just leading, getting a U-turn off. If Scarf Urshifu gets a U-turn off, we just bring in... Yeah, I think we can lead Scarf Urshifu and click U-turn here. That's what we're going to do. Incineroar, that's fine. We're intimidated, but we just U-turn into... We don't have a necessarily really good answer for this. If we're intimidated on Urshifu, how much will it do to an Incineroar if it's defensive? We're -1 attack. Good sir. Does a lot. But then we're scarfed into it. Or do we just throw a CC out right now? We might have something stupid. Alright, just U-turn. I think U-turn's a safer play into... But Slowbro does take big damage. We also have Rapidash Gale to throw a high horsepower out if we need to. So we're just going to U-turn. And this is neutral. That's at 17%, the U-turn. So he might not even be max HP. This thing might be, like, offensive. I don't know what he clicked. He might have just clicked Parting Shot. I'm going to go into Slowbro. Okay, he clicked U-turn. Damn! We traded U-turns, which is interesting. I might have been a misplay bringing Slowbro in, because I don't know why he would have went for a fire move. But we do have Corv if we bring something in, because nothing here that's left can handle Corv. Because I could just bring in Corv in for free after this, depending on what he decides to bring in. Okay, so you brought in Mantine. Yeah, you turn Wars. What is Mantine gonna do? He's probably just coming in the Toxic. I'm just gonna go hard Corviknight here. Here's the Toxic, probably. Tailwind. Interesting. Interesting. Well, we got Slowbro back up. He rocked off with a Tailwind, though. That's very interesting. We should out... It depends if we're going to outspeed this or not. I'm going to taunt here. Because I don't... Just any funny business is worrying. So I'm going to taunt here. He brings in Ditto. That's actually huge, because now he can't roost or do... All he can do is Iron Head, which is big. All he can do is Iron Head. So our Manatan can just come in right now. Our Manatan just comes in right now. Because all he can do is Iron Head me. Cool. Our Darm kills our own Corf with a Flare Blitz. He does have Mantine, though. Mantine can come right back in. The fire move is obvious here. But do I... That chip is actually scary. We might die to our own thing now. He probably just brings Mantine in. Or I just U-turn off the switch. Here comes Mantine. That's good. U-turn back into Jolteon. Rocky Helmet Mantine. Okay. We come in the Jolteon, though. And now he sees we are Quick Feet. Yeah, U-turn wars. Steelix can come in, possibly. So I Shadow Ball on the Steelix switch. He's not going to stay in. I could just Shadow Ball for Chip here. Or do I? He's not going to stay in. Because I know he's Rocky Helmet now. He just dies. And Steelix might be the play here if he thinks Electric Move is coming out. If not, what do we have to deal with Steelix? Okay. He did Steelix.
Nope.
That's okay. What would I have done with a Shadow Ball on my Jolteon? It wouldn't have been much. It would have just been Chip. Okay. See, what's worrying me now is this is a Mega Steelix. This is a Mega Steelix. What do I have? I have Urshifu. Wicked Blow doesn't do much on this thing at all. And it takes a lot against Gyro Ball. Like, this thing is a problem. But Slowbro does decent, because I'm also slow. So he's not much slower than me. Rock Polish. This is like anti-Gyro Ball? Or something? Rock Polish is odd. Rock Polish is very odd. But I'm going to get a Scald off on this thing and hope for a burn. Scald hits everything on his team decent unless he wants to bring Mantine in. This is interesting. If he wants to keep this in, Scald does over half to him. Like, Scald will confidently 2-code this thing. So we're going to keep... Or do I Future Sight on the Switch? I'm a Scald. Okay. I should have Future Sight on the Switch. Let's hope for a burn. Okay. We trade Toxics here. I think we just trade Toxics here. Because he's probably going to Toxic me. So help me if I miss this Toxic. I'm going to be very upset. But we're going to trade Toxics. This is a interesting thing so far. Big Toxic. Big Toxic. I don't know what else this thing has. So we're going to actually fire off a Future Sight right now. And he's going to realize that's huge. That is huge. Future Sight's off. Actually, that's not huge. How much does Incineroar... that knockoff does a lot. Either way, I could just Scald, right? Darkest Lariat. Ew! Ew! We have Corv, though. That did so much fucking damage. Is that banded? That's gotta be banded. Yeah, that was banded Darkest Lariat. 100% banded. 100% banded. Or, like, really invested Darkest Lariat. We just go hard Urshifu.
Oops.
Damn. That's fine, though. Because... shit. This thing's like max attack. I do get a free Wicked Blow off. No matter what, it just depends what he tries to bring in. Like, everything hits. Everything hits. And my team is getting really chipped. My team is getting really, really chipped. It depends if he wants to sack this or not. I think my play is U-turning, going back out in a slow bro. That might be the play. It just depends if he wants to preserve this or not. I think I'm gonna... I just have U-turn, so do I'll just... Okay. Wicked Blow still should do a decent amount. I still did a decent amount. Now what this thing has, I have no clue. I have no clue what Hitmontop has for me. Is it offensive? This thing came in for more Intimidate, but I don't know what the point of that was. He knows my Corviknight set. I mean... I think I just bring this in. It could be... Is it Thief? I think I just bring Slowbro back in. Knock Punch. Okay. That's okay. Does he stay in? I think he thinks I'm going to Scald again. Goes back on the Mantine. I'm going to teleport, go into Jolteon here. Teleporting into Jolteon should still be okay. I think. Thunderbolt still does a decent chunk. Cool. We get out. I mean, this is Scarfed. And we have this. I mean, I could just... I think I just high horsepower. Horse. I'm just going to high horsepower. Big play! Big play! Big play. Okay. That's chip on Steelix. I 100% die to a Gyro Ball. He has Rock Polish. So I think Slowbro just comes back out. I think Slowbro just comes back out. This might have been a double switch. We'll see, though. He Mega'd. Heavy Slim. Cool. We are okay. He might just go in the Mantine, though. Depends. I don't want him to go back in the Mantine. I'm going to Future Sight here. I'm going to Future Sight here. This is a long, drawn-out battle. Like, this is a good battle right now. He could go back out in the Mantine, which would not be great. Scald there would have been good. Scald there would have been very useful. Now he gets basically a free move. Because that was not great, actually. That was very bad that I did not Scald there. Because this thing is basically in for free. So I have to Mega. Huh. I think I go Corviknight, actually. Oh, I'm Rocky Helmet. I just go Corv. I just go Corv. U-turn. He dies a Rocky Helmet, though. That's fine. There we go. Let's go Corv. Corv with the Rocky Helmet kill. Big. Big. Corv with the Rocky Helmet kill. And then Slowbro is back up, health-wise. Rocky Helmet kill there is huge, though. I'm pretty sure his Mantine outspeeds me. I'm just going to taunt him, though. I know I outspeed his Mantine now. Oh, please don't burn me. And he took the Future Sight attack. More chip on the Mantine. That is some chip on the Mantine, indeed. He knows my moveset. He knows I'm Iron Head, Roost, Defuck Taunt. What does he have to bring in, though? What is he going to do? He has to keep scalding. So I'm just going to Roost. Scalds. He got the burn, which is fine. He's hurt by the poison. Which is fine. Because I bring in Jolteon here on his Roost. He's probably going to Roost on his own here. So Jolteon will come in when he is going to Roost. Stall is lame. Wait, 2019. I guess I'm stalling now. I guess I'm playing stall now. I have 2 months that are, quote, stalling. Big switch for him. Actually, very good switch. So now he gets a free rock polish off. And Ditto is just chilling. Ditto is just chilling. I have to go right back out into slow, bro. Like, I have... Unless I'm going to call his bluff and he's going to rock polish. But I don't think he will. We've seen rock polish heavy slim. The Jolteon chip is not worth it. The Jolteon chip is not worth losing Jolteon. Now that Incineroar is dead, we get a Future Sight up for free. Mantine is out now. So Mantine's kind of fucked. Future Sight. I don't want to switch this in if he roosts. See, what does he do now? He thinks Jolteon comes back in, so Steelix comes in. Then I can't high horsepower him. So we're gonna go Rapidash this time. Here comes the roost. That's fine. Does Rapidash Wild Charge kill a Mantine? Yeah, this will kill if it hits him. Stay in. Please, for the love of God, stay in. Cool. Cool.
Who are you?
You.
No, not me, you.
Yes, I am you.
Just answer the damn questions. Who are you?
I have told you.
Are you deaf?
No, you is blind.
That's big damage on Ditto. And the Future Sight attack combo. However, this Ditto might be max speed. And nothing on my team outspeeds this. However, he has to pick something to scarf himself into, and he can't kill me. So what we do here... So he's going to be faster than me. However, he has Mega Horn. My own Rapidash has Mega Horn. Mega Horn on my own Rapidash will do 55 to 66. He cannot kill me with it. So I get a free Wild Charge off again. He does not know that I am Scarfed. He does not know that I am locked into this. So this is a choice for him. Does he think he's faster than me, and is he going to Mega Horn me? If not, I get a free Wild Charge off on anything on his team. I don't think he goes back in the Steelix after I fucking Wild Charged him. He might, but why would I click Wild Charge again? I have Mega Horn, I have High Horsepower in front of me. And I killed the Ditto. The Ditto is gone. That is not how I intended to kill that Ditto. But the Ditto is gone. And Mantine is toxic. Hit him on top is chipped. And Slurpuff is chilling in the back. And we have a Scarf Urshifu with Wicked Blow. That is licking its chops right now. Here comes Slurpuff. Now he knows... Does he think he's gonna eat something with Slurpuff? Does he think he's eating a Wild Charge? The problem is he gets a Belly Drum off for free. That is the problem. But I'm also Rocky Helmet. He knows that. Here comes the Belly Drum. Calm Mind. I am burnt now. I'm a burnt fucking Corviknight. I keep forgetting that Corviknight is burned. T-Bolt? Oh. Since when does this get T-Bolt? Now we actually kind of have a problem. This thing does work on my team. This thing actually does fucking work on my team. So it's... This is bad. Because he's +1/+1. Probably, I'm gonna guess, like, max special attack with Thunderbolt. What'd that do? Like 63 to 74? Yeah. Yeah. So he's max attack. He's max special attack. Modest, probably. We have to realistically do... What did it do? 63? He's not modest then. He's timid. Something. So now I have to bring in Jolteon and hope. Like, what does Jolteon do against this thing? What do I have for this thing? I have Urshifu. But what does Urshifu do? It has Iron Head. That can't kill it, because it's going to have a... It's going to have a fairy move. It's going to have Moonblast. So I need to get it chipped enough to the point where... Do I Toxic it? There's Thunderbolt. It's going to have Moonblast. On fucking Jolteon. I am very glad Jolteon's max PDF now. Moonblast does so much. I'm gonna Toxic it. I have to. I have to stall it out enough where a Scarfed Iron Head is going to kill with Urshifu.
What? What the fuck?
And I fucking missed it. It has Draining Kiss anyway, so it doesn't matter. That Toxic Mix might have just lost me the game. Now, Thunderbolt's okay. There's the Citrus. That sucks. That's really fucking bad. Do I have the ability to just blow this thing the fuck away with Darmanitan? Yeah, I do. But it's faster than me now. And does Darm die to a Thunderbolt? We shall see. We shall fucking see. I'm running out of options very quick. To a... Oh, we lived. This thing's dead. Goodbye. That's huge. It might not look like that's good, but that is good. Because I have 2 Scarfers left that might be able to 1v1 the rest of his shipped team. Maybe. Rapidash is the play here. The Rapidash hits everything the best. I think I start with Rapidash. Big. That is what I wanted. I wanted him to go out to this first. Now he has his dilemma. Is he going to go in to Steelix and let me high horsepower him once? Or stay in and let this thing go? See, this whole game is going to come down to a 50-50. Does he stay in and scald me for a burn? Or does... I think I lose less if he goes into Steelix. Because if I horsepower him and he gets a free scald off on me, that's worse. I'm going to Wild Charge. Big! Huge brain! Rocky Helmet's fine. Huge 50-50. As then Steelix comes in. Slowbro should be able to 1v1 these last two as Megad. Slowbro 1v1s these last two Megad. I think what we do, unless this thing's going to try and set up, he might just heavy slam me here, or he's going to... I think we just sack this. Iron Defense. He does know Slowbro just 1v1s it, right? I mean, if you're going to set up, I'm just going to send Slowbro in. He does know I can still Mega, right? He does know I can still Mega, right? And then Hitmontop comes out. And then I get a Future Sight off. He wants the speed. I get a Future Sight off. Scald. I think we have this game closed out. The EQ. The crit won't matter. And the... Oh my god. It doesn't matter. He'll die to the Future Sight eventually. GG's, Clay. That was the game of the season so far. That was 100% the game of the season. That game was back and forth. That was an amazing game, though. Wow. That game was fun. That game was fun. Wow. Wow. That was a great game. Huh?
I agree. I'm still... I was kind of regretful bringing him on top.
Yeah. That game was back and forth, though, man. Like, I thought, after I missed that Toxic, I thought I lost.
No, I was at that point, I was just desperate, and I needed to get some kills with it. And in order to kill Slowbro from that range, I needed at least two.
Yeah.
And I couldn't really safely guarantee it, too.
I thought I lost after that Toxic miss, man. But then I didn't realize that Flare Blitz would have just OHKO'd with Darm. So I was like, oh, oops.
Yeah. It was actually a roll if I killed you.
Oh, it was? That Psychic?
Depending on what was your spread.
Oh, I was... Okay, so I guess that I can just tell you the Darm set now. So that Darm was 228 HP, max attack, adamant with 28 speed. It was Shuckaberry Darmanitan.
So that probably did matter in hindsight.
It was Shuckaberry Darmanitan. For my own Darm, if you dittoed my own Darm and decided to Earthquake me, I lived it and killed you back with my own Earthquake. I also killed Mamoswine if you EQ'd me and you weren't banded, and I could Flare Blitz you back and Oko Mamoswine.
Yeah.
With that HP spread.
Yeah, the HP actually let you live the,
Mm-hmm.
no matter what there.
And then Jolteon, if you notice, was Flame Orb Quick Feet. Because if Mantine was in and I was going to go for an obvious electric move or Volt Switch, you'd be like, oh, I just bring Ditto in, I imposter the Volt Absorb, and then I heal my Ditto. So I'm like, if I'm Quick Feet, he doesn't get the Volt Absorb. And I get as much speed as him.
Yeah. I will say, though, the Ditto was not holding the enemy you think it was holding.
It wasn't Scarfed?
It was banded.
It was banded. I prepped so much for Scarf Ditto. Like, it was insane.
If I ever got the opportunity to send Ditto in on
Urshifu? Yeah. Well, my Urshifu was Scarfed, though. My Urshifu was Scarfed, though. So it didn't matter. My Urshifu and my Rapidash are both Scarfed. My Jolteon was Flamor Quick Feet with 0 speed investment. That way I can outspeed it with my Urshifu if it got copied, and then my Urshifu was outsped by 1 point by my Rapidash if you copied Urshifu. So if you were Scarf Ditto and copied my Urshifu, I would let it kill something, bring Rapidash in, and then I kill you. Or just get a free play rough off.
You definitely prepped me there. I was really hesitant. I was going back and forth between Hitmontop and Mamoswine.
I was really afraid of Mamoswine. Because you saw the Corv set. The Corv set was, like, oddly detrimental. I really only wanted Corv for Rocky Helmet. That's all I wanted Corv for.
Yeah.
Because Rocky Helmet was big, because it would chip your Ditto.
Yeah. It didn't... Yeah, in hindsight, I probably should have. I just kept, like... I was like, okay, this thing does really good against these select few mons.
Yeah.
It does really terrible against this select
Yeah.
few. But then this mon is really good against those...
I mean... Yeah. I mean, Spook said I was playing stall. It looked like I was playing stall, but most of it was revolving around chipping the Ditto, because Ditto has no form of reliable recovery unless you impostered my Corviknight. Now, if I had Toxic on 2 mons, I put Future Sight on Slowbro, because I knew if I Future Sighted, that would draw Incineroar in, and then I could just scald you. Like, you had nothing else to stay in on a Future Sight except Incineroar. But I didn't expect your Incineroar to fucking blow things away. That was just max attack adamant Incineroar.
That was very. Oh wait, no, it was. I had a very specific speed stat and HP stat, but yeah, 252 adamant.
I'm like, that's just blowing. That had to have been banded, but no, it was just max attack. I was like, shit.
Yeah, it was max attack expert belt.
Yeah,
I got 2 KO on a Slowbro.
Basically. Yeah, that did 77.
Yeah.
Shit. And then I guess my playstyle that I knew I wanted to play from the beginning, I actually got the game because it was just chip and then just keep Slowbro normal until I knew I could sit on the rest of your team with Mega Slowbro and then just Mega and win. That was just kind of, yeah, I didn't want, yeah. Yeah, I'm like, what?
Because my Steelix is double dance, but not double dance.
Yeah.
Double dance.
I was really afraid of Gyro Ball.
Yeah.
Because I had 2 Scarfers and then a Jolteon that was fast. Like, I was afraid of Gyro Ball. Because Gyro Ball handily O-code Rapidash. Gyro Ball did a lot to... No, Gyro Ball did nothing to Slowbro. But Gyro Ball did a lot to, I think, Urshifu, surprisingly. So... Yeah.
Week 3, and honestly, I need to get more with the idea that I need to start prepping for other people having time against the Ditto.
Yeah.
And not just like a one-off mon. Because that's kind of how I was treating it these weeks, but I think that just taught me that I need to be able to play around that to make the most of Ditto.
Yeah, I don't want to... I might have over-prepped for Ditto, but actually I said I hated prepping for Ditto, and I'm like, you know what? Prepping for Ditto is actually fun. Because I made a whole weird speed tier of my mons to kill each other if Ditto copied certain things. Like,
It's just a little bit extra work, but
yeah,
it's really fun to do.
it was actually fun. The plan was never wild charge my own Rapidash. That was never the plan. But you switching into the wild charge and then the Future Sight coming in clutch, I was like, wait, hold on. That was big. And then I was able to force out a switch on the Mantine when you were like 40% in Toxic. I'm like, that was good. I needed to do that. Mantine needed to go away. I was really worried about Mantine because I'm like, I don't have anything for Mantine. Because, like, I can't, like, Jolteon seems like it kills it, but you could just bring in Steelix for free. I should have probably put a move on Jolteon that dealt with Steelix if you were going to bring that in.
I really don't think Jolteon gets one.
Yeah, I don't think it does anyway. But that was actually a really good game. Like, I hope you don't have any hard feelings about me seeming stally.
Really good. That was a really good game. I'm beating myself over my prepping, but
Yeah.
that was really good. Like
I
should have had an earthquake on Steelix, no matter what the situation. I should have.
Yeah, I was afraid of ground moves on. Just gonna ground move me?
Because it just threatens it out at that point.
Yeah.
It's a free move. It's whatever. I think that was a great game.
Yeah, it was a good game.
Played to the best of my ability.
You did. Like, some of those switches were good, so you had reads on me. Like, that was very entertaining. That might have been one of the most solid, like, all-around games, like, even, like, from, like, Season 1 or Season... Like, that was a great... 40 turns, but not super stally. Like, just switching around and just back and forth like good shit. That was great. That was very fun. All right. Yeah.
That's all I have to add. Oh,
Yeah.
never mind. Wait, one more thing.
All right.
I had Incineroar, in case you brought Rhyperior. I had Incineroar perfectly sped, so it outsped at max speed Jolly.
Rhyperior.
Rhyperior.
Wow.
I would need 164 in speed with no speed increasing in nature, and I just outspeed Rhyperior.
Corviknight had speed investment too. I think Corviknight outsped like Slurpuff somehow. Or like if like Slurpuff had no speed investment, or like with before and Burden with no investment, I think it outsped it. Because it had Iron Head obviously, but it got burnt. So, but yeah, that was a good game. I have no clue who the hell I'm playing week 4, but it was good. I plugged Clay stuff earlier. Check Clay out. Does some good shit. We do the randomizer every Saturday ish, maybe. It depends. But yeah, go check Clay out. That was a really good battle. Hard pack opening stream sometime this week, like you saw at the beginning as well. Other than that, I will see you guys later. Peace.